Hey, what's up? So, I'm Jasmine Kahlia. I'm the best live looping artist in the UK. I today am working with the RC505, which is a 5-track looper. And I know that a lot of people have a look at it and they feel like it's overwhelming. So, yeah, I thought I would just kind of like demystify the loop station and how to use it, and also show you a quick way to build a song, because I feel like especially for songwriters and people that just see the bigger picture of the song and want to get their ideas out quickly, RC505 is a pretty good way to do that. Nice 5-track looper. There's also some others as well, like the 6-track loopers. So yeah, let's get into it. So each of the channels, right? So it should have 5 channels. Hopefully you can see it on screen. But essentially you've got 5 different tracks on the looping machine, and that means that you can record one sound or multiple sounds on each different track, right? So let's just kick something off. All right. So normally I will begin with something like beatbox, just to establish the rhythm. Sometimes as well, if I use my sample, I'll kick it off with a drum sample. All right, so just for timing, normally I would begin my loop with a count of with a 1-bar count, so a count of 4, right? So I know my own personal timing. So say for instance, before I know that I'm gonna loop, I will press record on beat 1, and then I'll press record again to stop, and then it will play. So let's just do it, and you'll see what I mean. All right, so let me give myself a count in. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we've got our loop, all right? And this is on our first track. So we can either do one of two things. We can add an extra sound on top of our first track, or we can add an extra sound on the second one. So I'm going to show you what it looks like to layer on the first track. And we're going to do something simple, just like a little hi-hats, yeah? So I just realised an effect is on, which is like brought the octave down. So let's hear it. That's the original example, yeah? Alright, cool. So now we've looped something and added a layer. We're going to start on the second track, right? Just to make it a bit simple, I won't go into effects right now. But sometimes this is where I will add some of my preset tracks with effects in, all right? So that sonically each track sounds slightly different, all right? So say for instance, I'm just gonna come in with a simple motif, right? Let's go for it. So I might go something like so that's looping, all right? So these two are looping at the same time. If I want to just play the second one, we can hear that. There's a little bit of noise bleed just because the speakers are just here, so it's picking up the. You can kind of hear the beatbox in the back, but it's not the end of the world, all right? So now, what I often like to do is I will use the 3rd, 4th, and 5th track just to build harmonies and layers. People can use them in different ways. You could add instruments. So sometimes people use a tabletop looper. They've got guitars, they've got keyboards, or if you saw like yeah, like people do loads of creative things with it. So just for the sake of the video, I'm going to show you how I build a few harmonies, and then we're going to build something in a moment, and then I'm going to show you how I will cue in and cue out different parts of the track. All right, so let's go for it. So we've got our beatbox. Then we got our melody. when it is red, when the button is red, it's recording. When it's green, it's playing, and when it's yellow, it is overdubbing. So what overdubbing basically means is if you are if there's already something recorded, then you're overdubbing on top. All right. In a minute, I will show you how to take off an overdub. All right. So we got our harmony. And then normally I would add like a little effect. So let's just do some like vocal effects, yeah? And now we're gonna overdub. So imagine I'm not happy with the overdub. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna play it, and then there's the undo button, and I'm gonna play it, press undo, and then press the play button. Even I had to remember that, but it's press the play button and then it just takes it out. So I feel like we've got our 4 tracks now, and now we're gonna add our last one, right? Great, so yeah, we've got something going. Right now, gonna show you a little bit of technique. So now we've got everything laid out. What we're gonna do is we're gonna experiment with bringing different tracks in and bring them out. Okay, so we might begin with our harmonies. So there's a few different ways you can do it. You can bring the faders down, can bring them down and up. Or you can simply press stop and play, alright? So we've got stop, bring these faders up. The other thing I'll show you is the all start stop. And actually, in true looping fashion, we've deleted a track. So as you might be able to see on track 1, the light's gone off, and that's because I was a bit fast and I pressed stop twice and it deleted. What we're gonna do? So all start stop, stops it, brings it back in. Alright, cool. So that's pretty much the basics of looping. I will probably run through effects on another day, but yeah, man, let me know how you get on. I know that it's like an overwhelming thing when you start looping, because you're like, you unbox it, you're like, yeah, okay, boom, I'm gonna hit all the stages, and then just seeing all the buttons and controls can be a little bit intimidating. And also as well, especially with like the RC505, 202, a lot of the buttons have double functions, or there's additional ways that you can use it, but don't let that intimidate you. Like it's a machine you can really go deep into. But yeah, man, keep going, keep live looping. Let's get this live.